She was 28 years old, loved openly, and gone in an instant. The golf world is reeling, fans are searching for answers, and one simple Instagram post is now framed as a last public message of love. Tonight, we tell the full story of who Makena White was, what is known about her sudden death, how the news unfolded, and why this moment matters beyond one couple's heartbreak. If you follow sports news, you have likely seen headlines about Makena White, the girlfriend of PGA Tour player Jake Knapp. This video walks through the facts, the context, the public reaction, and the questions that remain unanswered. I will flag what reporters have confirmed and where privacy, speculation, and grief intersect. Please keep this tone in mind as you watch. This is a sensitive story about loss, not gossip. Makena White was 28. She grew up in Canada and graduated from McMaster University in 2019 with degrees in communications and software engineering. She worked in medical device or surgical sales, a role she pursued outside the spotlight. Friends and family remembered her as warm, generous, and the person who made you feel noticed. These personal details set the frame. She was a young professional with family ties and a private life that became public through love. Makena and Jake Knapp began dating in 2023. Their relationship became visible to the public after Knapp's first PGA Tour victory in February 2024, when cameras caught their embrace on the 18th green. She attended tournaments and supported his career. In the weeks before her death, she posted an affectionate Instagram message praising Knapp and celebrating his dream. That last public post read like a private love note. Now it's being revisited by many as part of the story. The announcement of her death came on September 26, 2025, via a post uploaded to Makena's Instagram account by a close friend. The message named family members, mentioned her two dogs, Nellie and Fergie, and asked for donations to two causes linked to the family's experience: the Bruyere Brain Health Memory Clinic and the Griffin Bell Endowment Fund. That fundraising suggestion tied the public announcement to family history and to causes that apparently mattered to Makena and her loved ones. Tributes came quickly. Jake Knapp released a statement describing Makena as thoughtful, selfless, and loving. The golf community, reporters, fans, and friends posted condolences. Social feeds filled with messages that used the same words: light, joy, infectious kindness. The response reflected both personal grief and the very public nature of life around professional sports. The surge in attention shows how an athlete's private life becomes community grief when tragedy strikes. At the time of reporting, news outlets say no official cause of death has been disclosed. Authorities, family, and Jake Knapp have not released medical details. Multiple reputable outlets note that the details are private, and that reporters and the public must respect the family's space. Until an official statement is made, anything claiming a cause is speculation. That is a key boundary in this story. When a young person dies suddenly, the absence of a cause changes two things. First, it creates understandable public curiosity and invites speculation. Second, it raises ethical questions about how much the public should know and how journalists should report. The family's decision to ask for donations instead of divulging medical details signals a preference for privacy and a desire to channel grief into support for causes tied to family experience. Her last Instagram post was a celebration of Jake. She wrote, "I love you, sweet boy. You make it so dang easy to be proud." That simple sentence now carries weight. People often read stewardship into last posts. They look for clues. In truth, many people leave loving notes on social media without any connection to later events. The post should be read as what it was: a public expression of love, not necessarily a sign of foreknowledge. The friend's announcement asked for donations to the Bruyere Brain Health and Memory Clinic and the Griffin Bell Endowment Fund. Makena's mother had been treated at the Bruyere Clinic before she died, so the request connects the family's past to how they want Makena remembered. That gives the public a constructive way to honor her memory without prying into private medical details. For Jake Knapp, grief plays out on two stages: private mourning and public expectation. He issued a statement that is raw and measured at the same time. He named her kindness and that he is struggling to comprehend the loss. For athletes, a public statement is both a personal act and a media moment. Fans and media scrutinize every phrase, but a simple message of sorrow and gratitude is often the right place to start. Coverage has been widespread across mainstream and tabloid outlets. Reputable outlets like People and Eve have offered factual summaries and quotes from official statements. Tabloid outlets move faster and sometimes speculate. Responsible reporting requires clear labeling of what is confirmed and what is not. Journalists should avoid repeating rumors and focus on verifiable facts, memorial context, and community reaction. The internet accelerates mourning and rumor. Within hours of the Instagram post, tributes multiplied, hashtags trended, and comment threads filled with questions. Some readers seek connection by posting memories. Others seek answers. The viral nature of such posts can be useful fundraisers and memorials spread fast, but it also feeds hurtful speculation. Viewers and commenters should remember that grieving families need space. People will ask, what happened? When will we know? Was there foul play? The honest answer is, we do not know yet. Families and authorities may release more information later. Until then, the responsible stance is to honor requests for privacy and to allow official verification to guide coverage. Sudden deaths linked to athletes' partners remind sports communities of two realities. First, athletes live public lives. Their families feel the spotlight. Second, these moments can bring communities together. In the short term, players, tours, and sponsors often offer statements of condolence and support. In the medium term, teams and leagues sometimes expand resources for mental health and grief counseling for players and staff. This story is a reminder of the need for accessible grief resources. If viewers feel affected, trusted resources include local mental health professionals, crisis hotlines, and support groups. Mention the hotlines or helplines that are regionally appropriate in your video description so people have pathways for help. Journalists should model restraint. Respect family requests. Avoid speculation. Use verified sources and attribute carefully. When an official cause is announced, report it with context and respect. This case is a textbook example of balancing public interest and personal privacy. Fans can honor Makena by donating to the causes her family requested. They can write respectful messages, refrain from speculation, and allow Jake and his family time. Fans also can press media outlets to prioritize verified facts over sensationalism. Expect a few developments. More statements from Jake or family, possible memorial details, and continued tributes from the golf community. Authorities may release an official cause if the family permits. Reporters will likely check public records, but any medical or private details will be released only with family consent. This story is a moment to practice empathy. Public curiosity is natural, but as consumers of news, you have power to press for facts, to call out speculation, and to center human dignity. Remember that behind every headline is a family living a profound loss. Makena White mattered to those who knew her. She mattered to Jake Knapp, to her family, and to friends who called her one of a kind. Right now, facts are limited. Her life is being honored through donations, stories, and the private grief of those closest to her. Let our response be measured, respectful, and kind. If this video helped you understand the known facts and the ethical contours of coverage, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell for future updates. Share this video if you want to encourage respectful reporting and compassionate response. In the comments, leave a short, respectful memory or a suggestion for a grief resource to help others. I will pin the most helpful resources. Key reporting used to build this script comes from People, Fox News, E! News, TMZ, and social posts linked to Makena White's official Instagram. I have cited the most important confirmations about the death: the announcement method, the last public post, and Jake Knapp's statement.